Hi everyone, this is Jyotsna Itta, lecturer on English, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, Telangana. And in today's class, we are going to learn about homophones. Okay, so of course, whatever the language it may be, just the pronunciation will plays a major role in learning a language. The soundings and spellings can place a vital role in learning of a language, of course. And most of the second language learners are also facing these difficulties with the pronunciation, soundings and spellings itself only. Okay, so we have a phonology system in English language. Okay, so we have a phonology system in English language, and if we know the spellings properly and if we use the pronunciation properly in a proper way, definitely we can get aware of the language and we can get the fluency and get over the get competence over the language also. Okay, so homophones will plays a vital role to get the difference between the soundings. Okay, so phones is nothing but soundings. So homophones means they're related to same family or they consist the same pronunciation or same sounding. So such kind of words can be called as homophones. Okay, so in general conversation, in general communication, mostly we use these homophones, but in most of the cases we don't observe. Okay, but whenever we get the difference between soundings, okay, where we have to use, in which situation we have to use, so if we know the spellings properly and if we know the usage properly, we can get the language fluency and competency. Okay, so these homophones will help you to build up your vocabulary. Okay, so let's move to the topic. What are homophones and why they will use and where we have to use, and different kinds of homophones will observe. Okay, so homophones is nothing but they consist of same pronunciation. Homo means same, okay, related to one family, and phones means soundings. So the words they consist and they belongs to same family of pronunciation and they consist same pronunciation. Okay, so these are homophones and let's have a glance about this. Good, let's move to the slides. What are homophones? Okay, so let's begin the session with the question, what are homophones? So first, here we can observe the word phones. Okay, phone means the thing whatever we are using as a mobile. It's not a thing. Okay, that's not a phone. Of course, that's a phone. Why we can call them it as a phone means we can communicate with soundings. So that's why we call it as a phone. Okay, but here phones means soundings. Okay, and homo means same. Okay, so homophones means having same sounding, same pronunciation. Of course, in English the pronunciation only can plays a vital role in language, we know. Okay, so spellings plays a vital role in written communication. Why? Because most of the people they can speak orally without the usage of spellings. Just with pronunciation we can pronounce or we can speak. But whereas we comes to written communication, in oral communication the sounds plays a vital role, but whereas we comes to written communication, the spellings, okay, so spellings plays a vital role in written communication. Okay, so if a word wrongly spelled, it causes a breakdown in communication, of course. For example, we can write, okay, in the she make a cake. Okay, she make a cake, we can mention. Or in the place of M, if we use T, she takes a cake. So it gives completely a different meaning in the situation. Okay, so whatever the situation it, we have to use the correct spelled words there. So if we use wrong spelling, completely it can cause a breakdown in communication and completely it changes the sense of the meaning of the sentence and the situation of communication. Okay, so that's why it is essential to spell the words correctly to avoid any type of ambiguity. Okay, and now majorly non-native speakers, they get confused with the sounds, of course. Okay, the native speakers, they can speak in English fluently with perfect proper pronunciation, and they know the accent, pronunciation, everything well. Why? Because just they inherited and they acquainted the knowledge of this pronunciation from their birth itself. But whereas we comes to the non-native speakers, we are the non-native speakers of English, so we are learning it as a second language to us, not our mother tongue. So in this case, we may face a lot of difficulties in learning, and we may confuse with the soundings. Okay, so what is the pronunciation of sa? Sa, that means S, and in the pronunciation of C. Okay, and in the pronunciation of K. So we may get little confused in the pronunciation. Okay, and here the phonetic system. Okay, so the phonetic system is different in English language from orthographic system. Okay, so whenever we compare with other languages, the English phonetical system is completely different. Okay, so whatever the letter is there, it would be pronounced in different way in English phonetics. For example, the C can be pronounced as ka. Okay, C can be pronounced as ka, but we should not, most of the people, they don't know that. Okay, they thought that C means it's a sa, but here in English C can be pronounced as ka. Okay, and ing form can be pronounced as ng, not ing, ng. Okay, so like this most of the cases. Okay, so most of the cases they pronounce differently in English phonetical system. Okay, so in English we have 26 letters, that means the alphabet, and they generate 44 sounds. Okay, and secondly, in English language has borrowed many words from various languages like French, Latin, German, and many other languages. Okay, so of course these 26 letters they produce 44 soundings, and rather than these 44 soundings, the English language has borrowed many words. Of course, in real life we are using so many words. Okay, it's hazard to us, we can mention, but that hazard were taken from Arab. Okay, and Bangla from Indian languages. Okay, so these kind of some different words which can be borrowed from different languages, from Chinese, from French, Latin, German, and many other. Okay, like Arab, Indian, and other foreign languages. So they are using now as, they are considering as the English words only. Okay, so not from other language words, they are considering as English words only. Okay, and thirdly, okay, firstly we have discussed about the soundings plays a vital role, and about spellings, and in secondly we can discuss about there are 26 letters in English and they produce 44 soundings, and some words also borrowed from other languages. And thirdly, we are going to learn that in English many letters, okay, they can be written but they no need to be pronounced. Okay, so that like silent letters. Okay, so many letters we use them in our communication, we use them in our written communication. Okay, we use them in writings, in spellings, but whenever we comes to oral pronunciation we miss them. That means we state them as the silent letters. Okay, there is no need to use them in our oral communication, in the pronunciation. Okay, and thirdly, there are many letters in English which need to be written but they are not pronounced. That means the silent letters. Okay, so the silent letters, of course, we can take our H-O-U-R. So here in written communication we use H. Okay, in written communication we use H for the word as a letter, we mention it, but whenever it comes to the pronunciation in orally, then we miss the H. that harsh sounding. Why? Because we consider it and we take it as a silent letter. So such kind of words there are so many in our English language. So that's why we should acquire the competence over written English, and an emphasis on correct spelling is needed. So when the correct spelling is needed, we should get an awareness about the competence over written English and oral English also, not only in written English, so in oral English also. Okay, and whenever it comes to homophones, here homophones are nothing but the words which can consist or which can have the same pronunciation. Okay, the same pronunciation, same sounding, but they contain different spellings and different meanings. Okay, so the words which can contain the same pronunciation, same sounding, but they consist of different spellings and different meanings. So those are homophones. Okay, so why we are calling as homophones means having same sounding, having same pronunciation. So that's why we are explaining them, or we are telling them as homophones, consisting or having the same sounding. Okay, for example, no, no, see, see. So observe here the two examples are. So first, no, 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 KNOW, no. The spelling is different in these both words. Okay, if you observe these both words, the spelling is different, but whenever, and the meaning is different of course, but whenever we are producing the sounding, or whenever we are pronouncing them, we are pronouncing the both words alike. Okay, and the pronunciation of these two words are alike. No, no. Okay, and next is see, see. Of course, the pronunciation is alike, but the sounding is alike, but the spelling is different, and the meaning is also different. Okay, so these are homophones. And some more examples. There, there, affect, affect, assent, assent, stationary, stationary, weather, weather, wine, wine. Okay, so observe all these words. Okay, so in all these words, the two words, they consist the same pronunciation, the same soundings, but the spelling is different and meaning is different. Okay, only the sounding is alike, the pronunciation is alike. So such kind of words are homophones. And some examples, example sentences. We should know the spelling of every word, but we have to no objection to know about spellings. Okay, first we should know the spelling of every word. So here know means knowing. Okay, knowing or getting the information or getting the awareness. And in the second sentence, we have no objections to know about spellings. So here we used two no's. No objection means nothing, not. But here the second no mentions, and second no shows awareness. That means aware, knowing. Okay, so this is the difference between these two no's. Okay, and next let's move for some other exams. There is an apartment in our town. It's their apartment. Of course. So there is an apartment in our town. So we are showing the apartment. Okay, there is an apartment. We are just stating about it. But it's their apartment. So that belongs to someone. So we are showing the apartment there. But here in first one we are showing the place, and in the second one we are showing the persons. Okay, it belongs to whom. Okay, so next, if you see the vast sea, you will be surprised. So here see, see. If you see, see means watching. The vast sea means of course we know the sea, a complete that means water. Okay, a large water, the large water sea. Okay, we know that it's a natural source. And if you see the vast sea, you will be surprised. So this is the difference between C, C. And some other. As the weather is good, the flower will not wither. Of course, weather, weather. So here weather means, of course, the environment situation. Okay, and wither means bloom. Okay, and next, I don't know whether you know the difference between weather and weather. So here also WHER weather mentions the questioning. Okay, no or not. Okay, yes or not. Okay, yes or no we can mention, yes or no, whether. Okay, so weather, WATHER, weather means the environment report, and wither is a bloom. Okay, so these are all some examples for homophones. Okay, so the homophones means they consist the same pronunciation, same sounding, but the spelling is different and the usage and meaning is different. Okay, so these are all homophones. Thank you, and I hope you got an idea about this, and we'll meet you in the next class with a new topic. Okay, thank you.